This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I will be playing the Pulp Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The campaign is Two Headed Serpent. It was written by Paul Fricker, Scott Dorward, and Mathew Sanderson. It's available directly from Chaosium and also from Drive-Thru RPG. I'm the Keeper of Arcane Lore, and this is episode 26. Our recap will be given by Carrie Comer as her hero, Fern Meadows. So without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Carrie?
Thank you, Tom. Being back in New York City doesn't feel like coming home anymore. You would think after all these missions our group has been on, Caduceus would be rolling out the red carpet for us on our return. Well, they did drive us home in limousines this time, so that was something. But now Gonsalves wants reports from all of us on the happenings that occurred while in Oklahoma. I'll give Gonsalves a report. Dear Dr. Gonsalves, while you've been sitting in your nice, cushy office, all safe and cozy, me and my partners have been risking life and limb, and frankly our humanity, for now what is increasingly seeming to be a bunch of yig, snake-loving bootlickers. Not only have we been going into situations that we have no idea what to expect, or even if we'll come out the other side whole, but we come home now all fearful and paranoid that the company we signed up with doesn't have our best interests at heart. I not only have to worry about where we'll be sent next and the dangers to come, but also the dangers that lurk within Caduceus itself. The fact that now 3 of my teammates are slowly turning into hybrid snake people that want to eat humans and small animals isn't really sitting well on my tummy. We're all doing our part to uncover answers to these questions of who we can trust, and so far I feel the company has lost our best asset, Tyrannish. But perhaps our little newspaper scheme will help whittle her out of hiding before we have to take off to Iceland. Our group is going to split up, and we're going to find out what this company has been trying to keep us in the dark about. Mark my words, I may even leave a nice little present for you to find in your office. Nothing much, just some extract from a plant we found in Borneo smeared in some obscure places. It may take a while, though, for the smell of decaying flesh to dissipate. I do hope you enjoy it. Sincerely, Fern Meadows. Well, I can hardly send this to him for a report, not without getting us all killed. It did feel good, though, getting it all out on paper. Back to the drawing board, I suppose.
All right. So we have Goose and Stony and Dr. Green going to the Meadham estate. We have Jack and Fern and Dr. Harrow exploring the rest of the building as you want. Right. Let's start with let's start before you all go on your assignments. What are you guys going to do to prepare?
So our plan is to mainly focus on the dome at the top of the building. I'm trying to think if, because I don't know. I'm trying to think of how we can get up there without, having to coordinate through the building. If I don't know if Frankie has developed this flying sphere yet. Probably not. I think that was only a couple days ago that she started working on the sphere itself. But
Well, what are we going to do? Climb up there?
I mean, I guess I could, go, create a distraction in the basement again like last time, but
Well, yes, we also want all eyes together if it's possible. Um, the elevator keys that we forged, does the elevator go above the level we went to?
I think the one ooh,
We got up to
I
his
think you,
office
I think we
using,
only,
Well, the 18th floor is the top floor, ain't it?
yeah, I think that you split and some of you went to 17, some of you went to 18.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So we have a key to get up to 18 or can make another one
and
quickly.
from 18, did we see what was in the dome or not?
No, it
We
seemed
saw
like
that there was there was
Murals or something.
well, and there were like conduits or something that went higher, but I don't think we saw what they went into. I'm wondering if
right.
if we ride the top of that elevator, if we'll be able to access the dome. The elevator itself stops at the official
So get on top of the
upper
elevator.
floor, yeah. And then that'll reach up into whatever is above that floor. Or we can stop at 17, as if we see that there's only a mechanism there and not some sort of access.
Well, it's rational to believe that if there's a mechanism up there, which there would have to be for the elevator, there would be a way to maintenance access that
Right.
area. All right. And how about you guys thinking about the meeting building? What was your plan?
I think Lloyd had a good plan that he wanted to enact. Go in as delivery guys, or what was it again, Lloyd?
Well, we don't have to make it that complicated. We can go around the back door. It's probably a better chance of success than me trying to get us all dressed up as like delivery guys.
Now, I have points in disguise. We can go for it.
So, okay, I know it's Goose and myself. Who else is going?
Me.
What are your ideas on it?
Well, I did some research on the Medium Estate and got a decent idea about where it is, and it's a big forested area around the estate itself, and there's really only one road that goes to the main house. My thoughts is we could probably get through the forest fairly easily. Try to pick a point, get over the wall if there is one, and get into the estate itself that way.
Okay. So we've got two for the back door is what it kind of sounded like. I don't know. It's not bad. We could definitely do. How much wilderness is there, though?
Still need to I don't know what we call this, just intelligence roll, I guess.
Okay. Oh, no. No.
Right. The maps you've looked at are fairly standard, except there's a lot of dumb little detail you might not completely understand. But you're guessing that the estate itself is about 40 acres. It's big. It's mostly wooded, and there's only one road going up towards it. And then you think there might be a water access there too. You think there's a stream or a little river that goes by. But yeah, other than that, you don't really notice anything.
I'm thinking it's a quick hike through the woods. We'll pack a picnic lunch, make a big day out of it.
40 acres is a bit more than just a small little hike through the woods.
Oh yeah, you're probably not used to that kind of stuff.
And I would also say if we need to make a quick getaway, like hiking back 40 acres through the woods, or 20 acres if it's like exactly in the middle or whatever. That's not how dimensions work, but that doesn't matter. We need to stroll back a long way through the woods. That doesn't really make for a quick getaway.
That's true. I suppose if we needed to get out, we could. Hopefully, there would be, a car or a truck or something we could hotwire it and get out that way.
Yeah.
The only way to ensure having a car or a truck there, though, would be showing up in a car or a truck.
That's true.
Which this could be a two-part thing where someone shows up in a car or a truck and then two others go through the back, which that's a potential.
It's not a bad idea.
Or two of us come up disguised in a truck at the front door, and we bring in this package or like a trolley of lunch, and the third person is in the trolley.
Kind of Trojan horse this thing. Okay, I like that.
Well, do we know the next time that they're having a delivery, though?
No, we don't know that.
I mean, just throw around some big names, say Mr. Meadham himself, like, urgently requested this, like, before the paperwork was done. He wanted to have it already.
Getting ready for a party.
I mean, you're a con man, Lloyd. You can talk your way around this, right?
I mean, yeah. That's no problem at all. I could definitely do that. I could do it with two arms tied behind my back. I don't know what you mean. So, yeah, I think we could do that. So let's see. The best thing to do. Yeah, maybe they're getting ready for a party or like something's going on.
What if we showed up as servicemen? Check the plumbing or the electric or something like that.
If we did that, then you could theoretically, two of us could show up like that while the other one goes through the woods and then sabotages the plumbing so that there would be an excuse for us to be there. But we'd have to be split up, and then one of us would have to take a nice little hike. And no offense, but not it.
Well, I'm actually looking at some of my notes from earlier, and I had forgotten about the guard dogs.
Okay, so front door it is. That's not that bad.
Yeah, it looks like they replaced all the guard dogs, and they increased security by 3 per shift.
Yeah, so if we show up at the front gates, if the good dogs go off, I mean, that's to be expected because we already announced ourselves.
I'm sure we could get our hands on a catering truck, though. That shouldn't be too difficult. We could do that, maybe come by with like a small amount of food inside of there. That way, if the dogs do act strange or something, maybe we have something to throw them off. I don't know. I think a steak would work really well. I think we could do something like that. I don't know. What's your thinking about that?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I can go along with that. Sure.
Okay, well, Goose, I might need your help in procuring said truck.
Okay.
Okay, so
did you want again to see remember you had the paper that pointed you in this direction in the first place? The message that you saw to Frank DeLuca.
I don't remember. That's been some time ago now.
No, let's go ahead and bring it up so that you can look at it again.
Okay. Because that's been a couple of months ago in real time, I think.
It's been a while, actually.
It's been a while, yeah. You read through that. Can you see it?
Yeah. Let me see. Here, I'm trying to get it larger. It's a little hard to see on my side, but it's because I've got everything small. To break in. Okay, did you say read it out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, so Frank DeLuca, Chief of Security at the Meadham Building in New York. March 3rd of 33. There was a break-in at the Connecticut estate on February 24th. My men have completed their investigation of last month's break-in at Meadham Estate. Their findings are, there is no indication of this being an inside job or of Caduceus staff providing assistance to burglars. The dead guards were killed by sorcerous means. Nothing of value was taken, but every building had been searched extensively. The desecration of the temple suggests that the intruders were enemies of the Father of Snakes. The lack of dead snakes in the temple indicates that the intruders had nothing to fear from snake venom. All of these factors indicate that the Inner Knight are involved. Given the public nature of the Meadham estate, it will be difficult to defend should they return. No materials relating to Caduceus operations should be stored at the estate for their immediate future. Any artifacts or religious texts should be removed to the storeroom on the 7th floor of the Needham building. And any scientific materials and specimens should be secured in the laboratory in the lower basement. All sensitive documents should be kept in Mr. Needham's personal safe. Given that we will be unable to relocate the temple, we will retain a presence at the Connecticut estate. I recommend that we increase the security presence at the estate by 3 men per shift and double the patrol frequently. We shall have to use human guards due to lack of essential resources, and I will vet them personally. Replacements for the trained guard dogs killed by intruders are also essential. Can I please request that we do not attempt to use those lizard hybrids we experimented with last year? Their baying attracted attention from neighbors, and Jenkins needed to have his arm amputated after the incident. Okay.
You've got an idea of how many guards and stuff there may be there.
There's that, and my own personal experience at the pet shop tells me that the dogs might be a little loud.
But half of Caduceus are like snake people, right? I mean,
We're expecting
if
a
Caduceus
large
would-
part of them. What were you saying?
no, nothing. If we show up and the dogs go mad, I mean, probably not the first time. If half these people they employ are like hybrids or whatever.
So the only thing at this estate that we're looking for, it seems like we're just looking for personal artifacts of Needham himself, because it seems like everything's been removed from the estate.
Well, except the temple. The temple is still there.
What are we even going to find at the temple is the issue.
No, and they said to confine the specimens in the lower basement, right?
The lower basement of the building, so it's probably...
I'm sorry, I misread. Okay. But I still want to see the temple. And if we need to, we can desecrate it again, like make it seem like Inner Knight wanted to go back.
So is this a quote-unquote Inner Knight mission? Like, are we doing this to, I don't know, throw suspicions elsewhere? I mean, if that's the case, the last thing we want to do is be caught, because then they'll assume that's us and just kill us on the spot. I'm trying to think of all the benefits of going to the estate.
Realistically, I think the only thing that's there is the temple itself, or what's left of it.
I mean, temples are not usually just a few bricks. I mean, they have imagery, iconography. They might tell us something, right? They might even have religious text there still. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So that also brings up another thing. If we're bringing up food and services and everything, do we actually need a catering truck, or do we need like a, do we need something a little bit more fresh?
Well, they replaced their human guards right now, right? So I think if you show up with a lot of gerbils they might look at you funny. Just
Then
like
again,
our colleagues are already looking at us, Lloyd.
Then again, if we show up with nothing but provolone and mozzarella and capicola and all of that, then they might look at us a little strange, like, it's not quite my taste. And I don't think it's going to be the rest of the guests' taste.
I think we should just, disguise ourselves as we're delivering bread or whatever. Go in, not overthink it. I think we'll do fine. I mean, you're a master con man. I'm a master spy. Stoney, he can get us out of the woods, and if we get into any trouble, we'll do fine.
Yeah, well, all we got to do is just, have, some forms that look official, like we're there to deliver food for the guys that are protecting this place because they got to eat, dog food for the dogs. We just show up and say, hey, we were sent here.
Maybe ask Dr. Harrow to spike the dog food with a sleepy little medicine.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
for somebody to say.
but yeah, we just show up. We're delivery guys. We got orders. We're here to deliver stuff.
Okay, so that means we need a truck, which, Goose, I might need your help in procuring one. And then we'll need some forms. I can help with the forms a little bit. Then again, Thom, I've got a question. Do I, knowing my background and everything, do I happen to know anybody who would do a favor for me in making some forms up?
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead. Well, let's see. Do a luck roll. How's your luck?
It should be pretty good. Let me see. 72.
Maxed
Let's
out.
take a look. 43 on a 72.
Yeah. Yes, you do. Lefty McGill or whatever his name is. You tell me what his name is.
I got a buddy named Lefty, and he kind of owes me a little bit of a favor for a little thing I did for him. Don't ask too many questions about it. And I'm sure he could help us whip up some forms. And I'm sure somewhere on these checks that we've received or any of the paperwork that we've received, we've probably seen a picture or have like a copy of Needham's signature somewhere.
Sure. I'd say that's
or
possible.
DeLuca as well, because DeLuca's had a hard on for me. So I'm pretty sure we could find something like that. And he's got to sign off on all the security paperwork as well.
I think that and securing a truck that looks like a delivery truck, that shouldn't be that hard.
Okay.
Even if you just swipe it,
Well, that's the plan. I want to use Goose and we're going to go steal a truck.
That'll be a whole episode. Guys stealing the truck.
It
We'll just
might
say
be.
that you have no difficulty at that at all. All right. All right. So the other group, when are you going to do this? In the middle of the night? Are you going to do it during the day? I don't know how you could do it during the day. Everybody's there.
Yeah, probably sometime at night. Take the elevator, get Fern up on top of it, make sure she doesn't get squished, and then go from there.
There are accommodations in the Meadham building, right? If we are working late in the lab, there's places that we can stay overnight, as I recall.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Yes.
So if we make it clear that one or two of us at least are working on a project and plan to stay late, and we don't have to worry about sneaking in and out or any of that nonsense.
Yeah, and in fact, I don't think that, I mean, just the idea of you guys working late in the library, nobody's going to question it.
I do want to look around the library anyways, so I'm on that floating technology or whatever that we were figuring out with this sphere.
Okay.
And the planning discussion bringing up that old letter from DeLuca reminds me that we really haven't done the sub-basement sufficiently either. If there is an experiment down there that's as dangerous as the giant hybrid mosquito aliens, then we probably want to figure that out too.
Oh, surely they wouldn't be dumb enough to keep something like that in this building.
Well, I think they did keep those in Red Hook for a reason, far away from the executive staff. But who knows, again, if they keep sun bombs around the place in case of an emergency. I think that gig worshippers are less concerned about the general population than we might have expected Mr. Meadham to be when we thought he was a human.
Yeah.
Or a humanitarian.
And humanitarian. He might be a humanitarian in the sense of vegetarians only eating vegetables.
Right.
All right. So, Gustav and Stoney and Lloyd, you are in a stolen delivery van with your forged papers, and you are heading up towards the Meadham estate. The first thing that you encounter, quite a ways down, it's kind of hilly area, that you encountered down near the bottom of the hilly area, is a turnoff that goes towards his estate. And it has those two metal bars that come together like this with a chain, indicating that, it's a private road. You'd have to be able to unlock it to drive your truck that direction.
We can either break it or just lockpick it. It shouldn't be a difficult lock.
Are there any guards nearby, though, just watching it?
No. It looks very nondescript, like, people wouldn't even consider going down there anyway.
Okay. Who's gonna lockpick it?
I'm not that bad at it. I mean, hell, I'm the best one for the job. Let me try it. What's the worst that's going to happen?
You've got luck.
You think I'm going to use my luck on a lock? Okay. I've got a good chance. Oof. That was like a 95 on a 40.
All right, so you break your picks off in the lock.
Before I break my pick off in it, can I push the roll?
Yes.
And maybe this right here is what breaks the pick, because I am just getting kind of frustrated because people are like staring at me. So I'm actually going to go from being a little gentle with it to kind of like stabbing at the innards of the lock, trying to make sure that I can get deep inside of it. So let's see what happens. It won't be that bad.
A failure?
88.
That's
pretty high. It got better. But,
this snaps off your very favorite antique lock pick. That
motherfucker, stupid fucking light. You just see Lloyd all of a sudden start losing it and just like kicking dirt around, throwing like a fucking childish tantrum.
Lloyd, be cool. It's just a simple lock. I don't know. Have you lied about this as well on your resume about your lock?
I haven't lied about a damn thing, Mr. Goose.
Let me try.
I'm as truthful as a saint.
I'm thinking maybe I should just break it, but I think for covering up for now, we'll try to open it. I have 41.
Well,
so
his lock pick is jammed in the lock. So
okay, I'll Stoney, you're a tough guy. Can you just break it off? Or can we just drive around or drive over it, maybe?
I was thinking just drive the truck up to the gate and just push it open.
Okay.
And I do that, and I look at Lloyd, and I say, that's how you pick a lock.
It pops, and the two things swing open. Probably scratches up a little of the front of the truck, which right-handed Louis is not going to be too happy about when he gets his truck back. But all right, so you drive up the road, and the road is kind of windy as it's getting up up to the estate. You can see it's all pretty wild. It's unkempt. There's lots of trees and bushes and shrubberies and everything else. But as you come around the clearing, or come around to a clearing and you can see the estate up ahead, there is a chain link fence going all the way around it, with barbed wire all the way around it. And at that point, Stoney, you realize, oh, that's what that line there means on the map, going around the estate. You can see there are some buildings in there, and you can see that there are, you can't see any people walking around from this distance, but they can't see you either. Unless, I don't know, unless they happen to be looking in exactly the right spot. But you can see that it's forest all the way around it. So even if there is a chain link fence, there's probably plenty of places where you can sneak over. Unless you want to continue.
I think we wanted to do this like officially, right?
Yeah.
So I suggest just ring the bell.
Yeah, we'll just drive up to the gate.
Okay. You drive up to the gate. I would like you guys to do spot hidden rolls.
Oh, thank God.
56 on 56. Okay, that's even better.
Yeah, I got a 5 on a 41.
Cool. I did not pass.
Okay. So, Lloyd and Gustav, what you notice as you're driving up, the area is fairly moist. You know, there's been rain lately. The ground is wet. The road going up to it is a dirt road, and it's got ruts in it where your wheels are kind of stuck. But you do notice that there's a lot of weeds and grass growing up in the ruts, which means that nobody's actually come up here for a while. Maybe not a long while, but a week or two. Nobody's come up here. As you pull up to the gate, there is no response.
Is there like a gatehouse there?
There's like a little gatehouse there. There are lights on.
Okay.
But it's a chain link gate. Once again, with just I don't think there is a padlock in this case because they would open and close it. But there's no response.
I'll get out. Sorry.
You sit there for a few minutes and nothing happens.
I've got a. You said there was like a little gatehouse or something right here.
Gatehouse, yeah.
Is the door unlocked for the little gatehouse to go inside?
Yeah, but it's on the other side of the fence.
But there was no lock on the fence, right?
There's no lock on the fence.
Okay, so we can just
you lift it up and then you open it.
I want to walk inside the gatehouse real quick. I want to see if there's like a stamp or something that they have in there or a log so that we could write that we've actually been here, so that if anybody asks anything, it was like, oh yeah, Louis let us in, and like there's actual like name, a date, and a proper stamp. If
the only way to get into the gatehouse is to be inside the gate.
Yeah.
You're gonna open up.
I think I want to open up the gate. I just think putting ourselves in the lock and telling the people inside the house, if there are any, Louis let us in, is very dumb, but okay. Because they would know Louis is not at his station, right? Probably.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll let you do whatever.
All right.
I mean, it's your. What do you think? Do you think we should just roll up here and?
Well,
it seems quite innocent that you would just go in. So
yeah,
you open up the gate.
We're here on urgent business by Mr. Beedham himself. We can open up a gate.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. Just open the gate and I'll drive the truck through.
So you open up the gate and you start to head in, and you notice that the road has a number of offsprings on it. You also notice a lot of little sheds over towards the sides of the road, not in any particular spot, but here and there. There is a large road going off to your left into the woods. And you can tell that that one has also not been used in a little while. But it seems quite significant that it's a road. You move forward and there is another offshoot to the left with a building. It looks kind of like a guest house. And then up ahead of you, the road opens up into what seems to be the main house, which is an old Victorian-looking structure. It was once beautiful on the outside. Now it's kind of run down. And there are lots of weeds growing. Nobody has kept the grounds clean. And no dogs come rushing out to meet you.
So you want to go up to the main house, guys?
I think something has happened here. I think we definitely want to check out the main house and maybe at that point do the road, the little road into the woods. Maybe that road after. Maybe they didn't like.
I agree.
When transferring the specimens, maybe some broke out and something happened. Seems kind of eerie here.
Yeah, I don't like it. According to the letter, this place should be crawling.
Yeah, something definitely happened. Let's check out. I agree, Tony. Let's check out the main house first.
Yeah.
Here, don't drop the tomatoes. God, Lefty's gonna be pissed off enough already.
It's gonna be fine.
Is I just got a big handful of I imagine bread and pastries in my hand, and I'm just walking.
So you set stuff. You grab some of your stuff, and you head up towards the main house. There are lights on, but the lights are all external, just to light up the path walking towards it, and like porch lights on the outside. As you pull up, you realize that, this must have been at some point in time a very nice estate. Now it's run down to the point where there aren't any curtains on the windows. The windows aren't broken, but they're just black rectangles at this point. You don't hear anything, and the porch light makes it hard to see. You can't see into the windows unless you go up to them and, do this. What do you want to do?
And all the lights are external. No lights are on.
Right.
In the
You don't
house.
see any inside lights on.
What do you think we should do, guys?
Well,
Just walk in.
let's walk in carefully. You guys brought your guns, right?
Yeah, I'm pulling it out as we speak.
Yeah, I've got mine out.
I can't quite hold it. I've got my hands kind of full right now.
Oh, that's cool. You bring the pastries. They might take a bullet. Maybe.
It's fine. I'll just go in front. Just don't shoot me. For the love of God, don't shoot me.
No.
No. What? You are gonna shoot me or what?
No. I can't shoot you. You're in front of me. You're a great flak jacket. Keep going.
Then you get up to the front door, and you can see there's a doorbell, and the door is closed. What do you want to do?
Do we knock or no?
I mean,
Just go in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna open the door slowly and
You grab a hold of the door handle, and in fact, the door is unlocked. You swing you open the door just a crack as you start to do it, and you get an almost overwhelming stench of what smells like rotting meat. It's weird. It's not quite like rotting meat, but it's definitely dead things.
Just see
And
like
there's-
Lloyd stick his tongue out going,
just hold a pastry up to your nose. Maybe that'll help.
Actually, Lloyd, that's very interesting. We'll call it a spot hidden, but it's really a smell hidden.
okay. Let's see how that goes. No. I'd have to spend 46 points of luck.
Yeah, you don't know what it is, but it's definitely, it smells more animal than human.
Okay.
It smells dead in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also dark inside.
I assume we brought flashlights, so I hope so, at least.
Of course.
Yeah. So I'll take the flashlight in my left hand, revolver in the right. Stoney or Lloyd, who's in front?
I'm at the door, so I will kind of push the door open so your light can shine in.
Also, a little light from the porch light shines in a little bit too. It's really rather. It looks more like the building has been not entirely gutted, but if it once was lovely, it's now just plain floors, no decorations, no furniture. And there seem to be bags lying all over the floor, but they're flat bags.
Empty.
They're not. Yeah.
I'll
They seem to be kind of arranged around, too.
arrange like in a pattern or more like just
Like all
stacked?
going in the same directions all
Okay.
over the floor.
I'll lift up one of the bags and have a look at it.
It's just a little bit fluffy. You realize that it's a sleeping bag. That the floor is covered in sleeping bags.
Okay, I hold it upside down, like maybe there's paper in there or anything.
Nothing. And they smell. They smell a little like sweat. And
I'm guessing this is where they were camped out.
But I mean, if you're a guard for like a wealthy business like Caduceus, you don't take a sleeping bag into the hallway.
there's a lot more than 3 of them. There's
Yeah.
dozens of them.
I mean, if they were watching the door, but why aren't they here then?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the answers lie further in the house, if there are any to be found.
Okay. Let's jump to the others for now. You guys are going to ride the elevator up.
Yep.
All right. So you make sure the guards aren't looking, and you find your way to the elevator, and you head on up. And am I understanding that Fern was going to get on top of the elevator?
Yep, they're
Yes.
gonna shimmy me through the hatch.
Okay. So you're on top of the elevator. Fern, do a luck roll.
Well, that's under, so it's good. It's pass.
Okay. So as the elevator goes up, you yourself can see the mechanism coming closer and closer down to you. But just as you get towards the top and you're thinking, oh no, I'm going to get squished, the elevator stops. So the elevator stops on the 18th floor, and you can see there is definitely an access hatch I'm on the side that would probably be so that maintenance can get to the mechanisms.
Boys, there is a hatch up here. Is there any way I can pull? Oh, how can I pull one of you up? Well, maybe one of you can push the other one up through the hole and I'll pull, and then
Yeah.
we can all make our way up here.
Yeah. Jack, we can just lock the elevator here for a minute.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
I'm sure I can do that.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm size 60 and strength 65.
I'm somehow bigger and less strong than you.
I'll boost you up then.
Okay.
Buzz is fluffy.
So you guys managed ultimately to all climb up through there, and the access hatch is just, it's got kind of a little mechanism that you turn and it opens. It's not locked or anything. And as it opens, it creaks like it hasn't been opened in a while. Makes a loud creaking, and it echoes as it creaks.
Big space up here, as we anticipated. Is it already lit, or do we have
It
to
is
provide
not.
our light?
It's pitch black.
Well,
Okay,
the
so-
chances I have a little bit of oil to put on them hinges.
I'd say for you that
You probably have it on your hands.
Yeah.
I'm a grease monkey. I'd rub it out of my hair or something.
Yeah.
All right. As you I assume you're stepping out of
Yeah,
it.
step carefully, Fern. We don't know what the floor is like.
No, and it's creepy as heck in here too. Ooh,
Yeah.
be careful, cobwebs.
So architecturally, what you're guessing is that in Meadham's office, there is a domed ceiling, which you saw, and then this is a protective dome that goes up and over that on the, for the external thing. The area around it, you can see directly ahead of you is that inner dome. And then this is the outer dome. There's like a gangway that goes all the way around it. And the area between the two just seems to be empty. The outside one seems to be metal. You do see indicators of wires and cables and things along the walls going up and out of the dome. And you do see an access door on the outside of the outer circle that would probably lead to the roof.
Did we bring anything to go out on top of this thing?
We've got a bit of rope and the one hook in case we had to hoist something up. Gloves, flashlights. You're sensibly attired. Hopefully we can figure out what kind of mechanism they've got operating up here, eh, Buzz? Does any of this conduit or what look familiar to you or sensible?
Let me get a closer look at it. Go and look at it. Is there anything I can tell?
It's most likely an antenna for transmission, reception transmission.
Does this have anything to do with the radio system that you've been involved with, Buzz, or is this something else?
It might be. It might just be their kind of a long range radio setup they have. It might explain how they've been communicating with us, in South America and Oklahoma and everywhere in between.
I wonder if the handheld communicators we use are somehow routed through this in any way. That would slow them down. Well, the view from up there will be amazing anyway. Let's have a look-see.
Yeah, might as well pop out and look.
Okay. So you're going through the door onto the outside.
Yeah.
You open the door and you're immediately hit by a breeze. It's a little chilly this time of year, and it makes a sort of howling sound as it comes into the room and gets sort of reverberating around in circles. You step out onto the roof, and you can see that there's kind of an even gravel of kind of a gray-white gravel that's been placed on the roof. There are units that look like maybe for air conditioning, and pipes that come up out of the ground that just stick up out with little hoods on them for exhaust and what you'd expect to see. You can hear distantly the sound of the city all around you. And if you move towards the edge, you can look down and see Manhattan and so forth. It's quite a spectacular view from up here. The Meadham Building being one of the tallest buildings at the time.
We could come up here again and shoot some postcards, sell them in the Meadham gift shop for a little extra dosh.
Yeah.
And do a spot hidden as well.
I got a 20, which is a hard success.
I did better. I've got a 4, so extreme.
Dang.
Yeah, I've got a 26, which is also hard.
It seems very obvious when you're looking over the edge that it would be quite simple to drop down onto the balcony outside Meadham's office. It's only maybe 15 feet down with a rope.
Lower part of yourself, that's an 8-foot drop or so.
Right.
So if we need to get back there, I mean, that way we wouldn't have to skirt the guards or knock them out.
Yeah, you could definitely come in through the back door, so to speak, into his office.
Okay, and Buzz, do we have a clear antenna up here from the top of the dome? Is there some
Yes, there is
indication
at the top of the cupola, there is a thing, that sort of sticks up. You're pretty sure there's antennas in there, and I don't know if they did this back then, but there's probably a red light that's blinking to tell airplanes not to come in that direction.
So everything looks like it's just set up for like long range communications.
Yeah, that's probably the case. There's no mystical symbols or anything like that.
No Yig bootlickers up here.
Alien tech.
Yeah, I was hoping, Buzz, you'd see something exotic, but maybe we should be relieved that it's a radio antenna.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Do we want to snoop around Meadham's office again, or should we try that sub-basement? Once we get to Meadham's office, we will have to deal with guards again to get out of it.
Well, unless we come back up.
Unless we leave a rope hanging. And
right. Which I think would be the easiest way.
I mean, the fewer people we have to engage with, the less likelihood of discovery on any, we can make sure his gerbil's doing well.
I doubt it's there anymore.
Depends on his appetites. Yeah, maybe, a second look around, we'll find some, or there's new documentation that will tell us what exactly they're up to. I don't know. I'm flexible. The sub-basement experiment is a question too.
I mean,
I'm just glad it doesn't smell like dead animals.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta go down. Gotta go down, so might as well pop in if we can and do another once over of the office before we head all the way down.
Yeah, I expected to spend more time up here than we are likely to, so why not take advantage?
Okay. So while you're doing that, let's jump back to the others. You're standing in what was like a living room with nothing but cloth. The smell that you're smelling is definitely coming from towards the back through another archway in the architecture.
Question, Thom. What roughly is the date?
Oh, that's right. Have we been keeping track? Where did we start?
The real question is how long ago was the letter we read?
Well, we just read the letter. The letter is dated March 3rd, so that's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
how much time has passed between then and now?
Our story began on March 15th.
Okay. So it was even before then, and then we had 3-4 adventures. Okay.
Yeah, it's been like a
Right.
week each, so we're March, April. We're probably in like May then, aren't we?
End of April, beginning of May somewhere. But okay, let's say
Yeah, that's
around 2
reasonable.
months, a month and a half, 2 months have passed since the letter. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I thought it was a few weeks ago. So okay, this makes more sense with the situation. Thank you.
Okay.
I think we just continue following the smell, right, guys?
I think that's a good idea. To follow our nose.
You pass through an archway, and it becomes obvious you're heading in a hallway that leads to the kitchen. And when you get to the kitchen, it's not a proper kitchen. It's just once again an almost gutted room that is filled from floor to ceiling with small animal cages, and most of them now have dead animals in them, as if they haven't been cared for in weeks.
Died of
Look around at,
starvation.
I look over at Goose and I'm like, see, I told you.
Told me what?
Nobody here eats mortadella. No here eats capicola. We should have been bringing live bunnies. There should have been a bunny thing. There should have been gerbils. Hell, maybe a kitten or two. This does not match up with what we were supposed to do.
Bring it to whom? Everybody here is gone. Probably dead or
But that's
eaten or
besides the
vanished.
point. What I'm trying to prove is my instincts are right 100% of the time.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Green. I was mistaken. You are truly...
I'm a master at my craft.
Why-
Thank you very much.
the wisest among us. Now
Yeah.
let's...
Thank you.
And the smell is these dead animals, right? It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
anything... Okay.
No, it smells like when a rat dies in your walls and you find it. It's awful, horrible smell.
That doesn't really tell us why they left or what happened, so...
No, we should do a good search of this place, see if we can find
Yeah.
anything else.
So as you search, something becomes obvious. The rooms that had large floor areas have sleeping bags, and it definitely looks like people were staying here. You don't get the feeling that they were guards. You think that they might have been guests, even though
Hybrids
they were
with
all
all
sleeping
the...
on the floor. Yeah. You do run across other rooms. You run across a library, a sitting room, a drawing room, a room where there's a pool table and billiards and all of that. All of those rooms are filthy. They've just been completely neglected. They're covered in cobwebs. It looks like nobody's gone in there for maybe years, which might indicate that this house has been in this state for some time now.
This thing right here is
So
just for show.
They only used it a few times, but they had these guests here with all these sleeping bags, so they must have used something. Might not have been in the main house, but somewhere in the woods or one of the other sheds or something we saw.
Yeah.
But I think the big thing to draw from this house is just for show. They were literally just using the front just as a convenient place to sleep, and they haven't been in this. This thing it's just for show.
There should still be a temple
There should be
somewhere.
something. That's probably the real thing that they only ever came here for. They probably never touched any of this. This is all for appearances.
There is a big road that goes out into the woods.
I think that's our best bet, indeed, Stone.
Yeah.
Lloyd, do a intelligence roll.
It's a good thing he has such a high intelligence. Oh, but I actually think I did well. I just barely squeaked by, but I got an extreme.
Okay. You're 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 thinking about the house just being used for show, but there's a couple of pieces of evidence to the contrary, and that is that, like the billiard room and all of that, this was definitely at one time a very nice estate, but it hasn't been used that way for a couple of years, maybe longer. There's a lot of dust. So not necessarily for show, but just no longer used for its original purpose. Something must have changed way back when.
Oh, wait a minute. I start looking around. Do I see pictures of the daughter anywhere?
Do a spot hidden for me.
Like, is this her old place, or was she here at one point? Yeah. 24, spot hidden. That's a normal success.
Okay. I'll say that through the dust and cobwebs inside the library, you do see a painting on the wall. And the painting is of Joshua Meadham and his daughter, Rose. They seem to be, they're not smiling, but they're definitely in a very formal sort of painting. It's so neglected that it's very obscured by dust and dirt. But it looks like the two of them together.
I just kind of pointed out to them, and I'm like, I think I just left this place.
Something must have either broke his heart or something. If I remember,
This is his,
on the
his daughter
17th
used to live
floor,
here.
on the 17th floor, we found like belongings of his daughter and everything. So
This
seems
was
like
before
he-
This is before the inner night shit. Before she betrayed him or whatever.
I mean, she could have been born in this house.
I mean,
It's a nice estate. It would have been a nice estate.
yeah, it's
Very
pretty
wealthy.
Yeah, it's pretty common for wealthy families to raise their daughter in an estate like this, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it seems normal to me. But clearly, yeah, there was obviously a change that occurred. This house became not a residence, but, well, somebody was staying here.
But it's I still don't. So it was abandoned. Most of the rooms were abandoned a few years ago. We have a letter from 2 months ago-ish that says to increase the guards.
Yeah.
Now we have these sleeping bags with all for guests that were probably not guards.
Well, there were a bunch of hybrids staying here, and that makes a lot of sense with what was in the kitchen.
Yeah, but
They're guarding the
I
temple
thought they
or
said-
something else. They don't care about the house.
the letter said to use human guards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we just need to go down the road, find the temple, and maybe that'll give us a clue about what the hell's going on.
Okay.
Information is power and all that.
And I start looking around. I look at them, and I'm like, you know, if they did abandon this place, it'd make a really good hideout for all of us.
How
Plenty of
far away
room.
was Connecticut again?
1-ish or more
Okay.
hours.
Oh,
Yeah, a couple of hours you drove.
Oh, okay, that's not. You know, Lloyd, you're on a roll today. You have some good ideas today.
You know, it's a bit of a fixer-upper, but I mean, I think with a little bit of work, and I think we can get this fixed up.
And it comes with all the cages in the kitchen already. We just need to fill them with new animals, and we're ready to go.
Prefer a
Hamsters.
pre-stocked pantry myself, but
All right, let's jump back to the others. You've dropped down into Meadham's office, and you start to you're looking around. It's the same office you saw before. There is a dome in the ceiling, which corresponds to the dome outside. There's a lot of pharmaceutical memorabilia, I guess, on shelves that you're seeing. There's a large articulated skeleton. There's his desk where you know that his safe is concealed. What do you want to do?
How are you with safes, Jack? Other people's safes.
Um, I mean, I'm pretty
Just
good with.
just a mechanism after all. There
I
might
mean,
even be a stethoscope around this office somewhere that you could use to listen to little tumblers or what have you.
I don't know if it falls under the same category, but I'm pretty good at picking locks.
Yeah.
I can give it a shot.
Okay. Just go ahead and try that.
I wrote a 48 under my 50 in locks.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So you manage to click the lock and it opens, but it doesn't look like there's anything in there, like it's been cleaned out. However, it doesn't look, unused. It looks like Meadam might put valuable things in there when he's in the building.
Well, Meadam must be suspecting something because he's cleaned it out.
I'd like to go around the office and sort of look for. I mean, I think they're paranoid enough that they wouldn't have regular cleaning staff in here. I'd like to see if there's any level of dust and if there's any sign of what's been recently attended to.
Okay.
How long has it been since Meadam had that argument with Tiranish? It's been about a week.
That was before Oklahoma. So yeah, week and a half or so.
I mean, maybe that affected what he's up to.
Yeah, maybe he's moving himself ahead. By the way, there is still a cage, but the two guinea pigs in it are different guinea pigs.
Okay.
All right. As you are looking around the office, I believe you found what you found before. There is an attached sauna.
Mm-hmm.
And
little solarium situation, a little sun lamp situation.
Yeah, something to keep you hot, and that the bench is made out of rock, maybe stone.
Does he have any new mail maybe sitting on his desk or
It doesn't look
in a
like
drawer?
it. He keeps
No?
it fairly neat. The place is very clean and neat. You're thinking that although if you look at, let's say, the specimens, he doesn't fiddle with that much. They're cursory dusted, but everything on shelves gets dusty. Dr. Chu, do a spot hidden for me. Actually, you can all do a spot hidden as you're looking around the room.
Wasted that 04 earlier when everyone else had it hard, and now I rolled a 96.
I wrote an 05.
There we go.
Very much an extreme.
I passed.
Okay. We'll give it to Jack since you got an extreme. Jack, as you're watching the other two looking around and you're staring at the room, your eye is caught by the skeleton. And there's something I've brought it up in other games from my own personal experience, but skeletons, when you look at a skull, it kind of looks like the person that it used to be. All the bone structure is there. You don't notice it at first, but you definitely realize that skull structure looks very much like Joshua Meadam's skull. And as you move towards the skeleton, you notice there's a little plaque at the bottom of it, and it's written in Latin. It says Memento Mori, which is the remembrance of death. But the size, the shape, the skull, it looks like the skeleton of Joshua Meadam.
Dr. Harrow, I don't know much Latin, but that plaque down there, but also, and Miss Meadows, you too, with your photographic memory. This, I don't know if you slap some skin on this, would it look like Mr. Meadham?
See, Meadham was about, what, 5'11"? Yeah, that's, uh-huh. Yeah.
It does resemble him.
Are those real bones, Dr. Harrow, or I mean, is he keeping his own?
Well, I mean, even, there's no way to replicate one's own skeleton in plaster. So if anybody's seen Meadham's skeleton, then and I'm remembering that trunk that I saw with the folded up remains. I thought we were dealing with a hybrid that Meadham had become, but we're dealing with a complete reptile takeover. These Yig worshippers are not playing nice.
So you think someone's replaced Meadham?
Well, then we're not even working for Meadham.
No, I think it's clear that Joshua Meadham's been dead for some time. I might even take a chip of this bone to see if I can figure out how long it's been. Although depending on how it was treated with acid and whatnot, that might be quite difficult.
Well, can you tell from any of the bones, Dr. Harrow, if he was stabbed or hit in the back of the head?
Yes, let's look for signs of injury.
Doesn't look like there are any. Looks like he had all of the flesh removed from the bones.
Swallowed and regurgitated?
Or were throttled and then nibbled at. There aren't any teeth marks on the bones, but
and Dr. Harrow, this is pulp, so maybe you do have the skills to tell us how long ago.
I mean, they have a very complete chemical lab in the building. So yeah, I'm gonna snap off the smallest. I'm gonna snap off the pinky toe of the skeleton and swath it in cotton and put it in my pocket to investigate.
Right.
But now we can resolve ourselves that rather than dealing with Joshua Meadham, who after his daughter was converted or taken by the inner night had somehow become a worshiper, we're dealing with an absolute imposter. Someone who, goose-like, might have been snacking on the lower extremities of a man in order to take over his empire. And I think we can consider our employers enemies.
But then what's that mean for us? I mean, do we just keep playing along? Obviously, we can't be telling them anything anymore.
Well, the worshippers of Yig seem not to be intent on the destruction of all life. So we might still be work against the inner night might still be valuable, let's say. But we can't leave this unexposed, ultimately.
Jack's having a real are we the bad guys moment.
Yeah.
Okay, let's jump back to the others. You have thoroughly searched the main house up and down. You know that it's just been used for people. You don't know what the people... It doesn't look like they were uncomfortable, but it doesn't look like there was any kind of comfort involved. If you're going to move out of the house and down the road a little.
Yes. That other big road that we saw that went down into the woods is where we want to go.
Well, what happens
I think so.
is...
Oh, sorry, go
Drive
ahead.
that though, right? We should just go by foot.
Yeah, it's literally just 100 feet down the road. But before you get there, There is another side road, a smaller one, that led to what looks like a guest house. And outside you also notice, like I say, little sheds here and there. It doesn't take you more than a second to realize all the sheds are filled with cages of dead animals at this point that have just starved to death.
Can I guess like how many guests would be staying here?
Maybe as many
Looking at
as
the amount of cages.
20 or 30 people.
That's quite significant.
It's a big contingency of people.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're near the guest house.
Do we want to check out the guest house while we're here before we head down the road?
Yeah, it seems like just cover our bases.
Yeah, we're here. Might as well.
You go up towards the guest house, and you realize something is very odd as you're coming up to it. Once again, there are porch lights on, but all of the doors have been replaced with what look like metal doors, and all of the windows have been completely sealed up, boarded up. You know, bang on it?
Yeah, I want to
walk around. I want to walk around it and see if there's like a back door, or if there's any, or maybe they didn't board up a window all the way and you can kind of see through, or maybe someone had bashed one of them out.
There is a back door, and the back door is also metal, and all of the windows have been boarded up. More than just boarded up. I mean, they've been meticulously sealed up. You bang on the door. It's definitely a metal door.
Okay, and it's sturdy. There's no.
It echoes. You can see there's a lock, but
there's no hissing from the other side after my knocks.
Not that you can hear. Can't hear anything.
Stony, do you think we can open this?
Yeah, I think we could figure it out.
Okay. Whoever wants to try their lockpick. Somebody lost their best lockpick, though.
Yeah, my lock picking skills is a little more heavy handed than y'all's.
I rolled a 22, so that's I think just a regular. Yeah, it's a regular. I can spend 2 luck to make it a hard if need be. But
well, why don't you spend that 2 luck to make it a hard?
Okay.
And you hear definitely a heavy deadbolt clank, you know, as you turn the key. And the door unlocks. As you push the door open, you are once again assaulted by a smell, but this time it is not dead animals. It smells like a reptile house. Perhaps a little familiar to those of you who are changing, but not unpleasant to you. But Stony definitely smells like somebody's been keeping reptiles here. Like at the zoo.
I resent that comment.
Pretty strong odor in here.
Yeah, it smells just like home, doesn't it?
I don't smell anything. And I'm just like, it smells just fine to me.
Got it.
There are no lights in here, but you guys have flashlights. As you look around, once again, this structure has been converted. It is no longer multiple rooms. It is one large, almost warehouse-like room. It's not as big as a warehouse. But in the center of the floor, it almost looks like somebody had installed a swimming pool. It's a big rectangular pit. And all around it, it's decorated with colorful tiles. They almost have kind of an Aztec sort of feel to them. And on the opposite of the pool, you see what looks like an altar. The altar is curved. It definitely looks very Aztec once again. And then behind that is a very large statue. Looks like it's made out of gold. And it is of Father Yig, a snake-like, human-like creature with a snake head and flaring Quetzalcoatl-like feathers around its head, its mouth open and its hand raised in a blessing. And there are a number of small vessels and things that are on the altar. You have to go around the pool. Do you approach?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
You said gold, right?
I am blessed by Father Yig, so I will approach.
As you approach, you realize that the swimming pool is full of squirming snakes. They look like venomous ones. They're all just sort of writhing around one another and very Indiana Jones-ish down in the pool. Other than that, you don't see anything. This is definitely the temple.
And there's no book, note, anything iconography on the statue that...
It looks like there were paintings all over the walls of beautiful things like Tiranish would have painted of these, like the life of or the exploits of Father Yig and conquering the world. And there's one of like the earth with him over the top of it. But they've all been desecrated. They've been scratched out with looks like butcher knives. They just scratched the walls and damaged the plaster.
Now, if the Inner Knight did this, Caduceus would restore their sacred murals, right?
Unless they
would
felt
not
like it
board up
was,
this place.
unless they felt like it was compromised, like it wasn't safe enough anymore.
Well, if you recall from the letter, they mentioned that the temple had been desecrated and that they haven't been able to move it yet.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, like if they desecrated it, does that sort of, reduce the potency, the power of worshiping in this space?
I point down to the pit of snakes, and I'm like, it doesn't seem to have gotten rid of it too terribly much.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I walk over to the statue, and I do think it's made of gold.
Do an appraisal.
Oh, God. Actually, I think my appraise isn't that bad. It's not that bad, but it's not worth 40 points of luck. No, it's a fail.
Gustav might also have appraise. I don't know.
I don't think. Let me check.
He's a bon vivant.
Yeah, bon vivant who doesn't know right from left. I have just a 5%. I mean, I could still go for it. And I rolled a 98.
You want to spend... no. I mean, if you'd have rolled a 10, you could have spent 5 points. It's always worth it.
I rolled that appraise, and I got a 1.
Very nice. So the two of them are staring at this golden statue. And Stoney, you go up to it and realize that there's maybe like a chip from whoever desecrated the temple. And it's pretty obvious that it's plaster that has been gilded with gold leaf. So it's not, in fact, gold. It's not painted gold, but it is gilded with gold leaf, which means that it's pretty much worthless.
Yeah, and I just kind of lean back and just whistle and go, wow, solid gold.
Goose, it might behoove us to take this with us.
Man, I don't think we can get it in the truck.
Do you know how much gold weighs?
It's like 9 feet tall.
I mean, I guess we could take it out in pieces. What's the worst that's going to happen, right?
It is Father Yig, and we
I mean,
you know,
have you
don't-
ever? Yeah, you
I can
don't
make
wanna
him a
piss
smaller
Father
one
Yig
out of
off.
what's left. I can make him a smaller one out of what's left over after we smelt it down. It's not that big a deal.
Well, you know, you probably should run this past Yig first, honestly.
Yeah. Can I have your those quills up in your hair? See, didn't say a damn thing. And I reach up and I want to see if I can actually snap off one of the quills or something that's in his hair.
Do a strength roll.
Oh my god. I guess that's fitting. That's a 97 on a 60. I'm failing everything.
Yeah, I'll say that it doesn't snap off, but at the same time you get the funny feeling that it doesn't really feel like gold. Gold has a softness to it. This feels more like a piece of plaster that's been painted.
Oh my god. You just can't be real. And I'm just like trying.
you'll
think
get
this is
it. You'll get it
Yig
another
answering.
day. Yeah, this is your answer, Lloyd. Yig says no.
It's probably not fucking real anyway, like the rest of this bullshit. This fucking estate, fucking bad locks, fucking messed up gold statues. Fuck the rest of it. He throws a temper tantrum and just walks out of the room.
Other than that, you don't really find anything in there. This is obviously the temple. Temple's been desecrated. There's nothing to really take except a pit full of snakes, a pit full of pit vipers.
Do you think something's at the bottom?
Well, I'm not going to go swimming in that lake of snakes.
You still hear Lloyd cussing outside and getting mad and kicking dirt again.
Well, there are two of you that have Yig's blessing. You could literally walk down there and the snakes wouldn't hurt you.
I'll do that then. I thought it would just
God.
a bonus die on rolls, but if I can just walk amongst them,
Yeah.
I'll just do that.
They welcome you as their own, and they don't try to bite or threaten you in any way. However, you don't find. Well, wait. Go ahead and do a luck roll.
All right. Let's see. Roll a 12. I mean, I have 88 luck, so.
Very nice. What you do find are, it looks like chunks of gold. The chunks, they're coins. It looks like they were pieces of gold that were flattened and then stamped with some sort of symbols that looks like symbols dedicated to Yig. But they must have just been tossed in here.
Some. I'm gonna take one, and try not to have Lloyd see it. This is more for the rest of the group. I don't know if we can.
Oh,
learn
he's
something
outside.
from it.
He's not going to see anything. He's too
Yeah.
mad. Don't worry about it. You're safe.
You
Yeah.
also notice, Gustav, that the altar itself has no indication that it was blood sacrifice. There's no stains on it or anything like that.
And as far as it goes in the room, it's pretty much an empty space.
Right. Obviously for the worship of Yig. But it could probably accommodate 30 or 40 people, standing around the pit.
Well, I have less of an idea what's happened here since we came in, but I don't think we're going to find any more in this guest house.
No. What'd you find down there? Anything interesting?
Some gold coin that seems to be stamped for worship. So I don't, maybe they
Interesting.
tossed them in during rituals, or maybe they just dropped them by accident.
Hard to say. Don't show Lloyd, but we'll check it out later.
Yeah.
Gustav, you can roll a 1d8.
Oh, I rolled a 5.
You find 5 coins ultimately down there.
I don't want to piss Yig off, so I'll just take the 1 to be safe.
Okay. All right. So what next? You're going to go to the road you originally said. You leave the temple, you walk down the road, and there is a clearing. Now, the clearing gives you certain clues when you're looking at it. It doesn't look like it's been recently used. It doesn't look like I say, the weeds and stuff have sort of grown up in the ruts. It looks like it was able to accommodate maybe a smaller vehicle, but it hasn't in a while. And when you follow the path, I'd like you all to do spot hidden rolls.
Oh,
It's
yay.
been awful.
I passed that.
94.
I have failed almost every single roll today. That's a fail.
Okay. Stony, I would like you to do a sanity roll.
Uh-oh.
Should I forget to have you guys do sanity rolls? But I imagine there's some sanity rolls
Let's see.
for all of you along the way here.
That's a pass.
Okay.
Yep.
As you are following along this path, out of the corner of your eye, you see something that makes you jump. You're startled by it, but you're not obviously taking sanity loss for it. It's a man, except that it's definitely a snake person, and he's facing the direction that you're going, and he's kind of doing this, but he's completely frozen. Standing there.
How far away?
It was out of the corner of your eye, so maybe 20 feet over, as this clearing is there. The others, as you guys are stepping forward and you're looking, you seem to notice that up ahead there is a large clearing, and it almost looks like the trees have been pushed sideways from a central point, and there's something black on the ground up ahead in the center of this clearing.
Something black, like
Like
a
the
rock
ground
or a
is
cube?
black,
Oh, okay.
Like burnt?
maybe burnt, yeah. And then you hear Stony jump.
Ew, why so jumpy?
Look at that. And I point.
You guys look over and see it.
That's a statue?
I don't know. He's not moving.
It's completely frozen.
Yeah. You go. Watch, and I'll go over and check him out.
You go over and check him out. Stony, do another spot hidden.
90 is not going to do it.
Okay. The other two can do spot hiddens.
Regular, 34.
No.
Okay. Well, Gustav, you're the one who notices too that there are more of these statues in this clearing towards the edge, but they all seem to be, I don't know, sculpted out of rock. But they're all snake people, and they're all in various poses.
Of
Yeah.
fright.
Yeah,
They
of
all-
fright or something. And they're
all
all
look at
pointing
this-
towards the center of this clearing where
Yeah.
this dark, looks almost burnt spot is.
And
Lloyd's
do I
salt.
see around like 30 to 40 of these statues?
You think there might be maybe 10 or 11 of them, sure,
Okay.
that you're looking at. And Stony, as you approach this one and you look at it, it's carved. It's almost on the level of exquisite. It's beautifully carved. very realistic. Definitely reminds you a little of Tyranniche in the shape and form of it, though not as big as Tyranniche. And like you to do a sanity roll.
That is a pass.
The thing that makes you suddenly at least gasp is as you get close to it, you realize the eyes suddenly look at you and start violently jumping around like this.
Oh.
And the eyes aren't stone. The eyes are snake person eyes.
Yeah. And I just turn to Goose and Lloyd and I say, I think it's time to leave. I think we need to run away.
What the fuck? It's a garden gnome. I don't know what
No,
your
it's
problem
not.
is.
No, it's not. It's looking at me. Like, seriously.
It's a trick of the light, damn
No,
it.
no. It's looking at me. It's in a panic.
I'll just walk up to one of the statues and say, look, it's just a statue, and I'll tap it lightly on the head.
If you walk up to it and tap it lightly on the head, it's definitely rock. Except when you look at the eyes are not rock. The eyes are living snake person eyes, and you can interpret that the way they're darting back and forth, it's fucking terrified, but it can't move anything.
I'll do a sanity
You
roll.
can do a sanity roll for that too.
93, I feel. Oh my God, Stoney, you
can do a
Jesus
1d4.
1d4, a 3, okay.
Take 3 sanity. Yeah, you realize that all of the statues are in fact alive, but completely sealed and trapped in solid rock. And now that you look at that burnt spot in the clearing, it does seem to radiate like little shots of black where it's burned, like there was an explosion or something that happened and did this to all of these snake people.
Oh my God, what the hell?
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, they're real?
Yes, they're real.
They're real.
They're
Lloyd.
real.
I'm just kind of walking up to... Are you each at like 2 different statues?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go up to the nearest one. I don't know if that's going to be Stony or if it's going to be Goose.
Whatever you want.
Okay, I'm assuming it's going to be like Stony then. And I'm just going to kind of peek my head slowly over there. I'm going to look right up at it.
Yeah.
Okay, and his eyes just get big like, oh, fuck. I just start looking towards like Stony. I'm like, and the thing's eyes are just like following between us.
Yeah, I mean, it's not looking at you casually. It's looking at you in extreme distress.
Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can communicate with this one. And I'm gonna say, okay. So I'm gonna ask you some yes or no questions. Look right for yes, left for no. And it's kind of I'm like, okay, this isn't gonna work.
Look up for like 1 syllable, look down for 2 syllables. If it starts with a consonant.
Your left or my left?
You're right. You're right. My left.
My right, and as I'm looking like mirrored. This is 3 Stooges.
If only it could blink, but it has no eyelids.
Has no eyelids.
Okay. You might have been on something, the left or right thing. Here. Wait, you wouldn't ask it questions. Look this way for yes, look this way for no.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. We do that. And
before you even ask, I'm going to ask you to do a psychology roll.
ooh, mine is
Who?
base.
Me or both?
Either one. Any of you.
I got it. I passed.
Here,
Okay.
I'll do mine because my psychology's high too. You know what? You got it.
Okay. Yeah. I just passed.
All right. Go ahead and ask the question.
Okay. And I kind of point behind me to the black spot and say, "Is it over?"
Interesting question. It seems like it doesn't know how to answer the question.
Are we in danger?
Once again, it doesn't seem to know how to answer the question. Like, is it a yes or is it a no? Well, depends on
Yeah, I guess.
if you somebody posted that blinking guy. That's ridiculous.
Sorry.
Yeah, with your psychology role, you begin to think that it's insane. It's completely insane.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, I don't think we're going to get anywhere asking him questions, but it was a good try.
It was a good idea. So the real question for us is, are we just going to bail and leave them here? Or are we going to get them out of their misery?
You think maybe they're not, maybe they're just stone on top. Like, and you said their hands are like reached up like this right here, and I imagine
like they were trying to shield themselves.
And one of them is splayed. I imagine exactly. And one of them splayed out. I just want to reach up and see. Maybe it's just like a crust, and just like try to break the pinky and see if I can let loose.
Do a strength roll.
Oh my god! Now I finally do it. That's an extreme.
Okay. It takes you some effort, and you realize in that effort that it is solid rock, and when it snaps off, it's solid rock all the way through.
Oh fuck!
Put it back,
That
Lloyd.
look right.
Put it back.
I look in its eyes and see if it's actually still looking at me, and I go, "I'm really sorry about that."
Its eyes are rolling around in its head. Yeah.
God.
Here, you can have this, and I imagine they have like a little pocket because everybody has pockets in like the front lapels.
Well, it's none of them are wearing clothes. So
Does it? Okay, I imagine there's something over there, like one of its hands. Here, you can just like, and I just like put it, cup in its hands.
balance it on top of its head.
Exactly. I'm like, there you go. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, I think it's time we go. We don't need to be here anymore.
Do we want to?
Nope,
do we want to try to gather them together and bonk
They
these
weigh
guys?
a ton because they are
Yeah.
literally rock.
Okay.
Can you look this way if you want to die? Look this way if you want to live.
I'm just pushing Lloyd back to the road at this point, and I'm like, "Come on, Goose, let's get out of here."
What? I'm trying to help.
We'll keep this in mind. Maybe we can come back for these guys.
Oh my god, I just thought of something. What if they recognize us and they're like either in or night or they work for it?
Well, I don't think they're going to go anywhere, so I think we're in good
No.
shape to just leave them.
Should we just like push these two over and just like let them fall and like
No,
maybe
no,
that
you've
breaks
you've
off?
already made it bad enough, Lloyd. You broke his pinky off. It's sufficient.
But it's just I was trying to help. I don't see like I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just like I've got my PhD, not my MD. There's a big difference here.
right,
Pinky hand destruction. Is that your PhD? Okay, I think we just need to leave him and go.
Yeah.
I'll assume then that you're leaving and going back to New York. Fern and Jack and Dr. Harrow. You were heading towards the elevator, correct?
Yeah, we're as this horribleness is happening in Connecticut, we're probably having like an, late night coffee, trying to figure out what to do next.
Well, no, it's back up to the roof and then into the elevator to see if we can get into the sub-basement.
Yeah.
And if
Right.
we can't, then I'll go to the regular lab and age this bone fragment.
All right. So you get back into the elevator and you start heading down. And go ahead and do. I guess you guys kind of know where you want to go downstairs. You know that there are some doors you weren't able to go through.
We looked at building plans.
Yeah. We'll assume that you've gotten to that door, and there's no guards around down here. There are, however, odd smells, and it sounds like pinging off in the distance, like medical machinery or whatever. But you're confronted. You're at a door. But you can't. It's locked. Would you guys like to try once again to pick the lock?
I trust Buzz with a locked door
Yeah.
any day.
Yeah,
I'll
I've got
give it a
nothing in that
shot.
department.
42 is a success.
You manage to pop the lock. The door opens, and what you were looking at seems to be a hallway with a couple of side hallways going off of it. There are laboratories down here, ones that you didn't have access to. As you move forward, you look, they've got glass fronts on them so that you can see into the labs. None of the staff is here currently. The lighting is kind of low, but you do see blinking lights from various instruments. We'll label them door 1, 2, 3, 4. Lab 1, 2, 3, and 4 that you'll get to in that order. What do you want to do?
And if they have windows with metal mesh in them, the first thing we do is to peer in each of them in turn, right? To see if there's anything in danger.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. Go ahead and do a spot hidden. You're trying to look into a darkened room.
Yeah, I got a regular success, 46.
My eyes haven't been right since upstairs.
You look into that room, and what you see appears to be some sort of a slanted medical table. And strapped to the table is something you're not quite sure what it is. Some sort of malformed person. Their chest and shoulders is very wide. Their legs are kind of stocky, like a short person, but very muscular. They're completely strapped down, and there are metallic bolts going into its head that are hooked up to this machinery. Its face is not, it's either malformed or it's not quite human. It's very ugly. It's got bulbous growths on its face and so forth. It seems to be asleep, but it's twitching now and then.
I
What in the
describe
world?
it. Yeah, I describe it all to the others. And
Definitely looks like they're doing experiments on it or something.
Great. So we've got humanoid vivisection. All right. Obviously, we're not prepared to tackle this now. Let's see what else is down here so we can give a full report to the others.
Yeah. Face up to the next class, peering in.
You move up to the next glass and you look in, and there are startlingly, I can't say the word. It startles you. It looks like there are at least 5 or 6 snake people, full snake people in the room, only they're not moving. They seem to be standing extremely still.
They're attached to any sort of equipment or anything?
They're not. They almost look like mannequins, but mannequins of snake people. And their arms are kind of raised, like they're defending themselves from something.
But they
Right.
look fully fleshed out and
Yeah,
Detailed.
Yeah.
maybe they're statues.
Hmm. Great. All right, let's carry on.
Should we try tapping on the glass?
I don't know that we want to disturb any of these experiments in process.
Mm.
I mean, we're only half our party. How many grenades do you have on yourself, Jack?
I always
6?
have 6 at any time.
Let's guess 6. Hard to sneak out after, though.
Yeah.
And there's 2 more. Hopefully they're empty.
Next one, peer inside.
Get to the next one, and you are shocked to see that there are large cages all around the room that seem to have animals in them. And at first, you're not quite sure what animals they are, but you suddenly realize that they're like field mice, except that they're the size of large dogs.
Oh, God. All right, we're raising meat animals. That's charming.
Dr. Harrow, if I could ask, I always get uncomfortable asking these type questions,
That's all
but
right.
I assume, too, you're not going into any of these rooms.
no. Would that size field mouse be a satisfactory meal?
I think the question is more like, would a steak from one of its haunches make a nice snack? I think they're preparing for agriculture, animal husbandry for the Serpentine Revolution.
If they can grow a field mouse that big, what could they do with like anything else?
Well, they grew those giant mosquitoes, but they'd done something to them where they weren't just regular mosquitoes anymore. Are they
I
doing
think
something to these mice?
I think the mosquitoes came from some other, one of those mysterious planes they have access to. These, I think, I've been bred with intent, but I didn't imagine a rodent's going to scale up that successfully without real modification. Wow. There's one more lab. Let's get it over with.
Yep. Peering inside.
Get to the third lab, and because it's dark inside, you can't see clearly, but there seem to be large tubular structures in the room, maybe 7 or 8 of them. Most of them are out of you can see they're in there, but they're in between. You can't see between the others. Like, you're not sure if they're filled with liquid or something. Maybe there are cages on the back, but there's nothing glowing or lit up in this room.
Jack, do you want to risk a flashlight? Or do you think we'll wake something up in there? I mean, just through the glass.
Maybe just a real quick flash.
Well,
Yeah.
surely if we woke it up, they have the room secure enough that it can't get out.
I mean, I'm at the point I want to just, toss a grenade in all 4 of these rooms and run, but
Yeah. I think we
You
want to.
you shine your flashlight and you realize that whatever the liquid is inside these, and it's murky and kind of yellowish green, it causes your flashlight to kind of reflect back too brightly. You'd actually have to go in and look or turn the lights on in the lab.
Right. Right. I think we have enough information from tonight that it's important to meet the others and convene about the death of Meadham and so on.
yeah.
And if we decide to come back down here any other point and poke around more, we need protective gear before we enter those rooms.
Yeah.
If we come back down here, I hope it's to blow them all up and then make a hasty runaway.
The doors to the labs do not look like they're heavily secured or anything.
Does it look like there is some sort of desk or adjoining office where they would keep notes or anything?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, there's definitely back ends of the rooms that you can't really see.
Oh, all right. Well, Fern, if you can gather some information, we'll keep an eye on the hallway. Maybe I'll, stand guard. Jack, you can perhaps do something about the door to this area so that we can get through easily and that they won't obviously notice. Sort of a master lock sort of thing.
Yeah.
Fern can memorize their notes, and I'll make sure if anybody comes in that they get 2 small holes in their forehead.
Yep.
All right. So, Fern, you're going to go in?
Yes, I'm going to go poke around, see if there's any papers.
Okay. The
And
first
I'm gonna
thing you
do the
realize...
sand roll, too,
Okay,
for this monstrosity.
that's cool. You can all do that.
That's a
Oh,
fail.
I'm fine.
I am not fine. 82 over 70.
I
I
seem to be
rolled a 7. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I put my
I'll
face
tell
up
you
to too
what.
many of those windows.
If you passed one, just 1D or one point. If you failed, 1D4.
3.
So Fern, when you step into the lab, you're going into the 4th lab, correct? Or 4?
Wherever the desk would be.
Okay. You step into the 4th lab. You realize that in general, it is set up like a lab. There are literally light switches on the wall right inside the door. Did you want to turn them on or?
Oh, I think I'll just get out my flashlight because I don't want to awaken
Okay.
anything that may be in the room.
Okay.
I stay close to Miss Meadows.
As you move in and you're looking for the desk, and you can see it looks like the scientist would sit over in the back. You're going to have to come close to some of these tubes. You do realize that they seem to be made out of glass. And as you approach them, you definitely can tell there's something inside of them, something about human size. And you realize that each of them has a human inside, a female human, only very badly mutated. As if like an experiment gone wrong. You don't think they're going to wake up. They seem to be like specimen jars. And each of them is labeled with a number and some letters, RM, followed by letters. And it takes you a minute to realize as you're moving through that some of them have distinguished faces. And without really having to think about it, you realize that these are all clones of Rose Meadham.
Ooh.
Or attempts to clone Rose Meadham. And that's where we'll end it for tonight. You can do a sanity roll for that
Yeah.
before we actually do it.
No, I failed that one.
You can do a 1d4.
I think Jack's probably just
One.
inside the door, not close
Yeah.
enough to see any of this.
You'll notice her jump back from them.
Yeah.
She realizes that they're all clones of Rose Meadham, and I will finish up. Our players included Cohen Lighton, Carrie Comer, Kent Blue, Julian Arba, Dakota Poole, and David Gasaway, with yours truly as the Keeper of Arcane Lore. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Pulp Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.